Hello guys, welcome back to the channel.
Zephaniah or Zephaniah, a Negro Israelite, a son of Cush. Zephaniah means Yahweh hides. Now, Zephaniah's father was named Cushi, and Cushi as an adjective, that means black. In both Hebrew, it means black, and in Greek, it means black. Now, Cushi is an affectionate term for a Negro of Ethiopian origin, derived from the biblical land of Cush. And it is an area that was alongside the Niger River. And if you actually look at ancient maps in 1736 and ancient maps in 1747 of Africa, you'll find a country called Negro Land and the Kingdom of Judah. This is of utmost importance for us to understand how Yahweh is gathering the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Because what actually happened is in this Gulf of Guinea in Western Africa, European slave ship holders, they were Ashkenazi slavers. They were of European origin. They were Western Mongols that had infiltrated Britain and mainly Portugal. They were the Ashkenazi slavers. They were wealthy merchant slavers that went down to the coast of Guinea. They employed Mohammedan trappers, Islamics, to go into the Kingdom of Judah and Negro land and take the royal house of Judah captive in slave ships, as it's recorded in the book of Deuteronomy, and bring them over to America, and they became known today as what? African Americans.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I just hope that you're doing fine wherever you are today. Again, this is Eugene Doc Stories, and yet with another video. So the one thing that I've always said, and I will always say, is that generally white folks know very well, then they know the truth, right? And I understand that some of them really gets to know the truth at the last time or at the late bit of time. And now what they're going through is what is called the cognitive dissonance. They understand that black people are the chosen people. And I understand that not all black people are the chosen people at the same time, right? So it is hard, really hard for them to understand that, or if they know the truth, but accepting that it is not true that, it's not true that every black person is not the chosen person. However, they also know the truth that black people, a group of black people, a section of black people, are the chosen people. So I've seen a couple of white people coming out trying to confess this story. And I would like to say that it really feels well at this point of time, getting to understand the truth about who we really are, our lineage, where we came from, our story, and trying to date our relationship with everything which happened, trying to trace the truth. Most especially these truths are found in the Ethiopian Bible. And I would like to bring to your attention that we are at a great point of time, and I thank God that black people are alive to still see this, because I understand that we've gone way through a lot of this, a lot of atrocities, name it. So I would like to let you see this video, and then I'm gonna offer my commentary at the end of the video. Most importantly, we are going to learn about some other things. And one thing that I'd like to bring to your attention just before jumping right to the video, and I know some of you might disagree with me, black people have been saying this for the longest time, right? Black people have been talking so much about this topic, but we wouldn't believe because it is a black person who is saying. We also have a problem amongst ourselves, because if it is a black person who is saying these things, we are not believing. If it is black preachers, we can't even go out there and debate them. But if it is a white person, now that's when we come to believe. But a person who really knows the truth, the Bible is his friend. So I would like to allude to a lot of things and a lot of symbolism which relates to what African Americans or Black Americans, for those who consider themselves Black Americans, what they have gone through in the United States is symbolically to what is alluded in the Bible. And one of the features that God's chosen people go through. So in this thought-provoking video, we are going to see opinions of white people in regards to this, and I would like to let you know the truth in regards to this. I would like to know your opinion in regards to this, because we are going to learn. And I would like the reasons why I like these videos, because they are educative. They give a Black person, they return their power, because we are people, some of us have low self-esteem because we have been told that we are down in the social strata. So having to get this kind of information let us know that indeed we as Black people, we can stand up, we can rise up, and we belong to the royal blood. And the royal blood is the God's chosen people, right? So let's dive right into the video and come have a discussion about this video. Until then, let's dive right into it.
Remember the 400. I was a Christian missionary for years, but there came a time in my life when I realized that what I was taught about the Bible was a lie. In my confusion, I cried out for help. I met an Israelite who introduced me to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, who is described in the Bible as having hair white as wool and eyes red as fire. Yes, the God in the Bible is black. I'm grateful to witness the end of a 400-year period of slavery, foretold in the Bible of God's people, the Israelites in this new Egypt. The God in the Bible is black. The God in the Bible is black.
The God in the Bible is black.
Alright, so this video is about Black people and how they're actually superior, not just physically and all this and genetically and all that stuff, but actually they're the chosen people. Not all Black people, but a lot of them, and even I could say, I don't know if I could say most of them, but many of them. Specifically the people that are living in America, and specifically the people who have been sent all over the earth on slave ships. Those people are superior, even in the Most High's eyes himself, because those people are the Israelites. And there's a scripture that says, not only it says if you bless them you'll be blessed, but there's also one that says you have to cling to them or you can't even be saved. So for one, that means acknowledging who they are, obviously. And for two, it means reading even their own scriptures, because these scriptures are not for everyone. They're for them, and if you want to follow after their God, but he's not all people are his people. You see how that works? So if you want to even be saved, you need to get in line, and you need to step behind his chosen people. Okay? And the reason that this earth is gone behind Satanism, racism, is because we live in a satanic world, and Satan exclusively hates these chosen Israelite Black people more than anyone else, and he hates them and he wants to bury them. Because not only he hates them because they're chosen, but he hates them because literally, like I just explained, they're your and my hope to be saved. In other words, they're first, you're second. This is explained not only in the Bible, but also all of the books that should be in your so-called Bible, but were not allowed in by the Freemasonic organizations that rule and control the earth, because they don't want you to know all that truth. But it is out there. I know it's in Baruch. I know it's in Esdras. That's the message for this video. And again, say it again, Black people, especially the Hebrew Israelites, the actual chosen people of the Most High, who was sent on slave ships, not for the sake of all of them, but for the sake of the many. Because just as all humans are fallen, the majority of them oftentimes did not follow after him, but he always had his Zion. He even always had his prophets. He always had his faithful people. But they were even sent into exile for the sake of the many. Because the Most High isn't playing around, and he deals with people as a whole. So he even deals with his chosen nation as a whole. So wrapping up this video, his chosen people are the Black people who were sent on slave ships. You need to bless them if you even want to be blessed on this earth. And if you even want to be saved and make it into the next earth, you need to cling to this truth. And even metaphorically and even literally cling to them.
You see, so we have another Gentile acknowledging that the so-called Blacks are the true Israelites, And not only is he acknowledging that we're the true Israelites, but he's also he acknowledges their only hope literally is to cleave to the children of Israel, as it was prophesied that they would do. He also acknowledges that, you know, the Israelites are superior. Not only are we superior to them, but every other nation upon this earth, which is in Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. He's acknowledging this. He understands this. He understands this. So he's another Gentile blowing the trumpet and speaking truth about who the true Israelites are, you know. So they have to cleave unto us. There's no other way. The same way we built their land up, they're gonna have to come and build ours up. The same way we serve them, they're gonna have to come and serve us double. That's been prophesied. So that's justice. Cleaving unto us as bound man and bound woman, as servants, servitude. They're gonna have to come and build our land up. They're gonna have to come and build it up. The same way we built theirs, they're gonna have to come and build ours up now. You see, so it's reversing in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, and I'm paraphrasing. It said, but the end of Esau is the beginning of Jacob there is. Their kingdom is coming to an end, and ours is literally getting ready to start. And then the other heathen acknowledging, she woke up and realized that the so-called blacks are the true Israelites, and also acknowledging that God is black, which his name is Yahweh. He is black. His only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he is also so-called black. Okay, so that's just the truth. You know, many will regurgitate and spew the truth out, you know, because they serve the devil, and that's their father, so they'll do as their father. And many will take this truth, they'll drink it and come to life as an Israelite. And then if you're a Gentile, you'll wake up and realize, oh man, all this time we've been wronging the Israelites, the children of God, the children of the Most High. We need to right our wrongs, and the only way by right, and they know the only way by righting their wrongs is to begin to acknowledge who we are, which we are the children of Israel. That we are God's chosen people, the Most High chosen people, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His name is Yahweh. They have to acknowledge that. They also have to get in order, because like he said, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. It's getting ready to flip and reverse, y'all. So these Gentiles, they're not stupid. They've been known this for a very long time. They're just now starting to blow that horn because they understand it's almost time for our exodus, y'all. We about to be up out of here. So as the children of Israel, we have to return back to our God, Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Repent of our sins and do your very best with keeping his law, statutes, and commandments if you truly love him, or else you will be destroyed right along with your enemies. Shalom.
My guy, you are most definitely wrong, because if it didn't matter, it wouldn't have been written. So a lot of people would like to know, what color is Jesus? What color is God's spirit? So let's talk about it. And before I get started, please understand that this is not about the color, but it's about the truth. Yes, the Messiah was a black man, and God made his son in his image. God says in the Bible that his spirit is the color of jasper, sardine, and stone. In Revelation, it says his head and his hairs were white like wool. This is the color of white woolly hair. Who the only ones with woolly hair that stand out from the rest of the people? Black people. It said his feet was unto the color of fine brass, burnt in a furnace. Now this picture is the color of fine brass burnt in a furnace. Extremely black. The Messiah was a very, very dark man. And I know a lot of y'all like to say, no, he's Middle Eastern. So if y'all believe that he's Middle Eastern, then y'all should know that the Middle East was a part of Africa, right? Full of black people, dark black people. Wait, but y'all love to say, no, he's an olive skin color. Well, let me tell you something. I only know 2 different color olives, the green olive and the dark black olive. So tell me which one it is. There's pictures from the 13th century of a black Messiah and black saints. To be honest, almost everybody in the Bible was black, and a lot of them had locks. That's why I'm kind of glad that a lot of us are coming back to our roots. A lot of us are starting to get locks, because it's really a part of who we are. So the Messiah had hair like wool that was as white as snow. He was the color of fine brass burnt in a furnace. He was from the Middle East, which back in those times was Northeast Africa. So I don't know who this man is or what agenda they trying to put out. Even if they didn't believe that the Messiah was black, the least they could have did was make the hair white, make the eyes red. Like I don't know who they thought they was fooling with that image. Like, that's the true deception of Christ. Most of those people in the Bible was blacker than coal. And a lot of them would tell you that their skin is black upon them. And please understand that this is not racist. It's the truth. And all I want to do is wake my people up to who they really are. Because we are more important than y'all ever know.
So guys, my commentary on this video is just to highlight a number of things that I believe that it is important. Much have been said. The truth have been traced back to know the truth, to know the origin of a black person, because I believe that the origin of a black person predates everything that we wanted to know. And if they say that the origin of a black person started in Africa, and that's the place where somewhere close to where God created first people, Adam and Eve, right? We named the 4 rivers that's in the Tigris, Euphrates, and the 2 remaining rivers which were in Egypt, which means that God created the first people also in Africa. So Africa is generally where the humanity or the cradle of mankind really started. And also that's where we had the first black people, which were Adam and Eve. So these kind of information are really important for us black people, are really important for us to know, to get the black power amongst ourselves. And I know some people usually call me or refer to me as a black supremacist. And I say, you know, it's okay to refer to me as a black supremacist, because as long as this information educate black people, educate my family, I believe that it is important. Because why am I saying this? It is because we black people, we have grown, and I'll say it again, especially back here in the motherland in Africa, we've grown having a low self-esteem in regards to knowing ourselves as people and looking at white people on the other side, seeing them doing great things, seeing them inviting great things, and we were even lied to about ourselves, getting to know that we didn't even invent anything, whereas on the flip side, we are the people with the highest invention. So it is really a good time to be alive. It is really a good time to really know the truth, to really know what really happened during those times. And I'm glad that I'm alive, that I'm observing, and I'm seeing this. And what I like to urge people, or what I like to urge the black community, is that let's get to educate people. Let's not wait to the white narrative so that we can get to know the truth. Let's don't have the self-hate amongst ourselves. We are the God's chosen people, and the right starts by sharing this information to you, sharing this information to the people that we value, to the people that you know, so that we can nullify the self-hate that we have amongst ourselves. We have people who are scrapping off their skin color. We have people who are trying to have the white skin color because we hate ourselves, and we take ourselves as people who are low on the social strata. You need to know that a black person has the royal blood, and the royal blood is if you come from the 12 tribes of Israel, that the chosen 12 tribes of the Israel, right? So this video was generally to motivate a black person to get to know the truth, and to get to know that white people also, they usually know that you have this potential. They usually know you have this power. They usually know that you and I, we are the chosen people, right? So the narrative that we amongst ourselves here having low self-esteem for ourselves, we hate ourselves, and we look ourselves as people who are not true. And this is where the contrast is. When first we had the white churches, especially during the early times, we had the white churches. The scriptures that were used during those times really favored white people, and they used these phrases to their advantage. They used these verses, to the advantage. And when they used these verses to advantage, these verses continued to enslave a black person, because that's what they believed, and you shall respect your servant, you slave, you shall respect your servant. You know, the misinterpretation of this Bible and the representation of black people in the Bible, especially during those times when they used to refer to a black person or refer to a black thing as something which is evil. And remember, they said that Satan is down below and God is up above, and God was to them, God was white and Satan was black. Look at now, what a contrast. It is, I mean, it is coming to our sense that God himself is a black person. They know the truth, they know the history. So it is time for you and I to stop the self-hate amongst ourselves and to understand that really he comes from our lineage and we have the royal blood, whether we accept it or not, or whether we have people who are going through what is called the cognitive dissonance, who are also doubting this. But what I'd like to say that I'm glad that we are at a point that we really need to understand, really need to get the truth. And I'm glad that we are waking up. People in the motherland are waking up. We are still struggling with some things, but trust me, we will catch up with you, American blacks who are brothers and sisters in the United States. We will one day catch up with you. I know we are sometimes left back, but we will catch up with you. And salute to all fans of mine who always come back to watch my videos. I thank all subscribers who have joined me in this growth, and I really appreciate you. And my one last request to you is, if you can join my membership and get to see my videos, let's educate each other, let's learn. If you have a constructive message in regards to my videos, feel free to comment, because I usually take constructive messages from my video, and I hope that we all get to learn. Until then, I'm hoping to see you in my next video. As you always know, this is your presenter Eugene Stories, and if you're watching this video for the first time, a reminder, if you're watching this video for the first time, you could generally consider subscribing to the channel, really join our membership and get to see what we can offer you. You know, this is your boy Eugene Stories, and until then, peace, love and harmony. Salute.